Good morning, guys. Today is gonna be a day of really awesome projects. I'm super excited. So first thing, we had this blanket that just had this musty smell and it wouldn't go away. So I ran it through the washing machine with a cup of baking soda. We actually already tried vinegar and it didn't work. And then I decided to hang dry it, and so I have this rope that's like hanging that I just did this morning. I also have been shopping Amazon like all morning. We're about to get a cool delivery today of something that we've been wanting for a really long time, and I did not realize they were so affordable. So basically I've got two really exciting packages coming today. I have a gardening project that I'm doing today. I'm gonna be germinating some seeds, and I'm also making a really time-consuming soup. So first things first, Abe needs to go on a walk. Abe, you gonna walk? I'm about to make a family recipe. I think it's a family recipe. I don't know. I grew up eating it after Thanksgiving every single year, and I remember looking forward to it so much when I was a kid. There's only one part of it I really don't like, and so I'm not doing that part today, but it's so minimal. It's like the least time-consuming bit of it. This is called turkey frame soup, and usually it's done with dumplings. I cannot stand American style dumplings. So that makes it like a tiny bit easier because I don't have to make them, but not really. The really time consuming part is still happening today. Essentially what we're doing here is we're making a broth, and it's like a turkey chicken broth. I'm actually gonna be using the turkey carcass from Thanksgiving that was in the freezer for a long time. And then I also have a chicken carcass, like a rotisserie chicken carcass. So it's gonna be like a turkey chicken soup combo, but millennials may call it a bone broth. It's 11:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna start making dinner. Let's do it. It's gonna take all day, that's fine. So first step, get the stock pot down. So the first step is to start putting a lot of stuff in here. I think my head might actually be able to fit in here. Yep. So before I start putting any of the turkey carcass in that pot, I actually have to start breaking it up a little bit. This is gonna be my least favorite part of the whole process, I think, probably. Let's get it over with. Got the carcasses in the stock pot. I also picked off all this meat from the turkey, but I am actually going to be roasting a turkey thigh and cutting that up as well. Where did my recipe go? I lost it. Now we need some veggies. It's already starting to smell really good in here. Okay, now this is very specific. I'm supposed to put in 6 peppercorns, a couple sprigs of thyme. That looks good. The last thing going in that pot is something I'm really excited about because it's something I actually foraged from a park nearby with the help of a friend who knew what she was doing, and that is a bay leaf. I'm like way too excited about putting this in here. So here is what our stock pot is looking like now. I'm gonna add in some water. I'm going to get this to a boil. Good luck in there. Okay, it's bubbling away. And it smells freaking amazing in here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reduce the heat, put the lid on, and basically I'm just gonna mess with this until it gets to the point where it's like comfortably simmering and not gonna boil over. And then it's gonna simmer for 3 hours, minimum. So essentially what I'm going to be doing over the next 3 hours is letting this simmer, stirring it up every once in a while, maybe like once an hour even is probably fine. And the expectation is that even though it has the lid on, it is going to reduce over time. So in the meantime, I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I'm gonna start my big gardening project. I'm like really nervous and excited at the same time. There is something exciting on our front porch. Kind of gives it away. No match for a box. And in on the fun, what is this? Woo! Oh my god, it's so heavy. Ba, 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 ba. I have been waiting for this for so long. I wanted a cast iron pan for forever, especially after China. So when we were in China, we had an iron wok. It was not a high quality iron wok, but it was better than like any other pans that we knew that we had back in the States. And we were like, oh, it's time to get cast iron. Like we seriously just need to make a move on it. Guess how much this was? $15. That's it. And it's made in the States. And it's like actually pretty good quality stuff. Technically comes pre-seasoned, but I will be seasoning this. And we learned how to do that when we were living in China with our iron wok. This is the 10¼ inch, just to give you perspective. That's about how big it is. There's a 12-inch one showing up later today as well. We're gonna have this thing for a long time. Anything you see arriving from Amazon today will be linked down below. If you are interested, you can go check those out. Also, if you love this content and you believe in this channel and you want me to keep going, a really easy way to support this channel is by looking in the description down below and copying that link that says shop Amazon to support this channel. Replace your old Amazon bookmark on your computer with that link, and then every single time you shop Amazon, you are supporting this channel. I assure you it is not raising any prices. It's not changing anything about Amazon for you. Amazon just has an affiliate program and I get a little bit of commission every time you shop. So if shopping Amazon is something you already do, please consider changing your bookmark to help me keep making content for you guys. If you do that, definitely send me a DM somewhere on social media so that I can thank you personally. Anyways, I am fed. Cast iron pan is here. The soup is simmering. I think it's time for our gardening project. I just saw the scariest spider I think I may have ever seen in my whole life outside of a zoo. And I'm feeling a little bit scarred, but you know, gardening is gonna push me, right? I was just casually cleaning out some of the pots from around the garden, and I was doing that one right there, and a spider came out and it was so scary. I've got the heebie-jeebies, like I feel itchy everywhere. It's horrible. Oh, little hummingbird. Hey dude, what's up? You're so annoying sometimes. Okay, it's really early to be planting things. So really I should be starting in like February, like maybe mid-February, but I don't really care. And a lot of these are just gonna kind of live inside for a while anyways, so it shouldn't be a very big deal. I'm like nervous, I like can't start. I have trouble starting things sometimes. When it's a new project I've never done before, I get like so nervous and I just put it off. But I got this specifically yesterday to start today because I was so excited about it. I'm gonna do it right now. As I expected, this is super relaxing. Like I'm listening to the birds. It's just a calming thing. I think this is gonna be good. I have a good feeling. I didn't use all the seeds because I plan to do this again with the seeds maybe in like a month, just to kind of see how our climate here is. Next, I'm gonna be doing cilantro and chives, and those are gonna go in individual pots. Just some small ones, I think. Alrighty, I've got my little window over here going. I decided to clear this window that's kind of right in front of our sink, which gets a lot of sun. And even though it is winter and it's not super warm outside, there's still a lot of sun. And so this little window right here gets pretty warm. And so I think the seeds will be very happy here. So this is a rosemary plant that I got from Trader Joe's. I've got my chives right here, my cilantro right here, and then a little baby seed pods. We've got tomato, jalapeno, and basil. So wish them luck and also tell me if I did something wrong. This is trial and error. I don't really expect any of these to take. If you're wondering why I started gardening, it's because I don't really have like hobbies outside YouTube. So I wanted a hobby that was like just for me, like just something that made me happy. I'm always interested in like sustainable living, and also I like nurturing things. I like kids, I like dogs, I like plants, so we'll see if this goes well. Soup update, it's still simmering. It's been like probably about 2 hours now, so it's got another hour minimum to go. I actually did add 2 of these full of water to it because it was reducing so much and the flavor was like super intense smelling even without any salt in here. So now we're good. I just like cleaned up the garage massively and I'm sweating. I wanted to take you along for this very strange phone call that I have to make right now. Hi, so we put our trash cans out and I don't know what happened, but our trash can is missing. I don't know if it was before or after the truck showed up. I think it was before. Do you have any, have you ever had this issue? Well, that was pretty easy. Yeah, our trash can went missing. That's all taken care of. All right, let's see how it looks. Woo! Oh, that is milky looking. My mom never mentioned salt. I wonder if salt is supposed to go in at this stage or if it's supposed to go later. I'm not really sure. This is officially a broth, and I think I could probably just go ahead and strain it, to be honest. It's 3:30, so this went for about 3, maybe 3.5 hours. I feel like I should salt this a bit. It's like so nostalgic tasting to me, but it definitely needs like a crap load of salt. Hi. You're so tough, bud. Yay! Oh my god! A 12-inch! I'm so excited. So here are our new babies. We've got our big boy 12-inch cast iron and our 10 1/4. I'm so freaking excited. This soup just hit like a new level of heartwarming. It's done. Now is like the most anxiety-inducing part for me, which is straining it. You're supposed to like pour it through a strainer, but I don't have a very big strainer. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to strain out the stuff. I just have this tiny thing, which is meant for like, I don't know. actually. I'm gonna turn it off. This is gonna take a while. I did it! And look at that thing. It is like reminding me so much of like tonkatsu, like Japanese ramen. It's so opaque. It smells like home. Now I'm gonna attempt to pour this into the stock pot. I'm very nervous. I'm gonna pretend I'm not nervous, but I'm not going to film it because that'll make me too nervous. Very little spillage. So that was the broth, but here's what's left over. It's like a mash of like bones and meat and carrots and celery. I'm gonna see if I can pick through this and get a nice little dinner for Abe, but I have to admit I'm quite nervous about it because I feel like there's such a high risk with poultry bones, like he can choke on it, and it just makes me super anxious to think about being the cause of my dog choking. So, you know what? I might just compost it.
Give up on my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me. Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me.
So I was super hungry earlier. And then I drank maybe like half that beer and it was super strong and I feel it, I'm not gonna lie. And the soup is really hitting the spot. This is like really like warming and like, I don't know, it's nostalgic for me because I grew up eating this soup. Like cozy, that's like the only word I can think of. This turned out really nice. I'm actually surprised that I really did it in the end. Very, very good. So that's everything today. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.